Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining me for another episode of Diecast Emporium. As you can see in front of you, we're going to be unboxing and reviewing the latest mix of Fast and Furious Premium Hot Wheels Eurofast. This case, again, was purchased from J-Car Diecast. You can see the link in the video's description. So, let's not waste any more time. You can see the box in front of you. In theory, this is a 5-car set, so there should be 2 of each in the case. Let's go ahead and get it unboxed and take a look at them. So as I mentioned, this is the Eurofast collection. So there's going to be some great models in this from all of the Fast and Furious movies in the entire franchise. I have taken a look on the internet and have seen what's supposed to be in this. However, I've never seen any of these cars in person. They have not hit my stores locally yet. So, believe me, I am just as excited as you are to see these in person. So, from the top-down view, as we always do, there's what it looks like. So, as you can see, it looks like there are 2 of each. So, immediately, that box is checked. That's a very good thing. Let's waste no more time. Pull the first 2 out of the box. They are indeed the same thing. Here it is. Number 4 of 5 in Eurofast. Check out that card art. Unbelievable. They just continue to move the bar. This is the BMW M3 E36. Memory serves me correct. This was in Too Fast, Too Furious. And again, when we unbox these, I will go into more in-depth detail about the characters that drove each of these and where they appeared in the franchise, but for now, we're just unboxing them. There's the back, Eurofast, and all 5 that are in the series. Now, the back of this card says The Fast and the Furious, meaning the first movie. I can tell you that is incorrect. To my knowledge, this did not appear in the first movie. The only place that I saw this, again, was a very brief appearance in the second movie. All right, second model. Again, there are 2 of those. Although hesitant to come out of the box, it reluctantly succumbs. Here it is, another BMW, an M3 E46. Look at those wheels. Holy smokes. BMW M3 E46, again, the card art on this, absolutely amazing. Fast and Furious 7 for this one, another very minor character vehicle. You just see it parked off to the distance. There it is. Check out the card art. 5 of 5. Next, 2 of these. The Lamborghini Aventador Coupe, or Coupe. This was in Hobbs and Shaw, right? No, Furious 7. That is correct. This was in Furious 7. Another very minor character vehicle, very short screen time appearance. But a nice car. That's what matters the most. Kind of a flat black paint job. And again, we will stick around because when we're done unboxing these, we're going to open them and take a very closer look at these and take a look at the details on them. Okay, so we've seen 3 of the 5. What's the last 2? Well, even if you're not a Fast and Furious fan, you might be a James Bond fan, and if you are, this car is going to look very familiar to you. This is the Aston Martin DBS, the Skyfall car, and a few other movies. This was in Fast and Furious 6. There's the back. And there is the car again. Very clean, very nice. Number 1 of 5. And last, but certainly not least, this is what I was thinking of earlier. This is the McLaren 720S. This was in Hobbs and Shaw. Kind of funny story about this one. I will get to it when we review it. Makes me smile every time I see this car. This debuted in the Basics line. Now we have a full premium version of it, number 2 of 5. So there you go. That's the unboxing. Stick with us, guys. We're going to be right back. Let me break out the spinny table, and we're going to unbox one of each of these. So don't go anywhere. We will be right back. All right, guys, thanks for sticking with me. So let's go ahead and open one of these. We're going to go in sequential order for each of these. So we will start off with the Aston Martin DB5. We've already taken a look at the card art. There's a very quick look at it again. So I mentioned this is in Fast 6. So as seems to be the theme with all of these cars, normally in at least one of these cars in the Fast and Furious sets, they will be a major player. None of these really are. They're all very minor character vehicles or very brief screen time appearances. So in Fast 6, when they're trying to acquire more vehicles for the race, kind of a funny auction scene with Tyrese. This is one of the ones that they end up buying. So again, it is just in the background. But this is a very famous car unto itself, as I mentioned during the unboxing. This is the James Bond car. We're going to try and get the whole thing in the frame here. So yeah, this is a very, very popular Aston Martin casting. There we go. Hold on, bear with me here just a minute. So this is a very popular Aston Martin car just because of really what it means to collectors. And I would say overall, if you are into Aston Martin cars, this is one you're going to want to add. But in terms of detail and what it actually means to the Fast and Furious collection, it's not a very major player. It's not a very major car. You don't see it that often. It's in one movie, and that's it. So, again, not a very major player. The car itself, nice headlights, taillights, that kind of thing. It is missing the mirror, which should be on all of these castings. If you've never seen a premium car, if you're watching this for the first time, the good thing is there's little to no plastic on these. Rubber tires, die-cast chassis, die-cast body. So that's why these premium cars are often a little bit more expensive than what you would kind of expect to pay for a Hot Wheels vehicle. But overall, gotta say, if you're a fan of Aston Martin and or Fast and Furious and or 007 James Bond, this might be one worth hunting down. All right, let's move on. Number 2 in the series of Eurofast. This is the McLaren 720S from Hobbs & Shaw. So I mentioned that there was a funny story associated with this car. So you can see this when Hobbs is driving through the streets of Edinburgh, and you just picture this as a visual if you haven't seen the movie. You have Hobbs, who's, it's The Rock, so he's huge. And then you have Deckard Shaw, he's really no slouch either. And then there's a third individual in the car, and they're all packed in the front seat of a McLaren, which is not a very big vehicle. So again, it's comical to see them all kind of scrunched in the vehicle as they're drifting through the streets of a very busy city. So it's just very funny to me anyway. As far as the car goes, I do like that we have a premium version of it now. I like the silver, the dark silver, almost a gray finish. The wheels are very good looking on it. There's the base, which again is metal. The top portion of the glass, the window, all that stuff, that's in plastic, and you can't really see into it. It's more of like a tinted finish, which again is very reflective of the real car in the movie if you've seen it. But if you're a fan of McLarens, British supercars, definitely I'd pick this one up for sure. I don't know, because I haven't seen them yet around here. I'm not sure which are the ones that are going to be what are known as peg warmers and what's going to be the favorites out of this collection. Because they haven't hit yet. So I have no idea what's going to be the most sought after. I would venture to say that probably this and the BMWs are going to be the favorites. But at this point, that's just pure speculation. So, this is Shaw's McLaren 720 from the movie. Great movie, by the way, if you haven't seen it. All right, number 3. This is the Lamborghini Aventador Coupe. One last look at the card. This is from Furious 7. Again, another very minor scene. I think it's only a few seconds long. This is driven by, once again, Shaw through the streets of Abu Dhabi. One thing I have to say already about this car is it just, the profile of it doesn't quite look correct to me. And I guess that's has something to do with how wide it is. I know that Hot Wheels does a great job trying to get everything to work correctly. But if I can focus your attention on the basic overall look at the car, and I apologize, my camera is being anything but helpful today. But the car itself is so wide in the back, and the tires are not big enough. So actually, if I put these together, you can see how far the fenders hang out on both sides. So it just doesn't look right. To me, it would seem like the tires, as on a real Lamborghini, would be much wider in the back than they are in the front. And it is a slightly larger tire, but it's not wider. So it just throws off the overall look of the car. But in other aspects, it is a nice-looking Lamborghini. I do like the fact that they've molded in all the body lines to the best of their ability. You have the clear window glass so you can see the steering wheel. Lamborghini badge, obviously, on the front. Headlights. Pretty sweet-looking car. So that's number 3 in our series. Moving on. Number 4. The BMW M3 E36. Now, I mentioned on the back of this card that it says The Fast and the Furious. This does not appear anywhere in the first movie. However, it does appear, probably out of all of these, for the longest in terms of airtime during the movie, in the second movie, Too Fast, Too Furious. It is driven by an unnamed character, but it's one of the cronies that's trying to get a job for Carter Verone. And it's racing the Yanko Camaro, and I think it's a Charger or a Challenger. And then when he goes to try and get off the thruway, or the highway exit ramp, he ends up crashing into the barrier there. So that's where this car appears. And you never see it anywhere else throughout the franchise, at least up until this point. But in terms of the car is awesome. I love the wing. The wheels are a particular high spot for this model. I think anything with black and then chrome is the perfect color combination. You have the BMW logo in the back, full taillights, metal spoiler, and then again the BMW badge on the front, the classic M-style grille, which you can see a BMW coming a mile away, and then your headlights as well. The profile of this car, I think, is pretty close. I think it looks probably the best out of all of these. It would not surprise me if this ends up being the hard one to get out of all of these. So that is the BMW, again, from Too Fast, Too Furious, in my opinion. And I think any of us that are fans of the series, they will attest to and agree to. All right. And the last one. This is from Furious 7, the BMW M3 E46. So, in the beginning part of the movie, when Letty and Dom are at Race Wars, and I think Letty is in a Cuda and they race an Audi R8, this is parked off to the left-hand side of the screen with a number of cars. You see it very briefly, but it is there, and it does have these color rims on it. It is a white BMW M3, but that's where you see this in terms of the franchise. So if you want to go back and watch the movies to actually see where these cars appear, that's one of the reasons why I do these videos, other than the fact that obviously this is my favorite of everything that Hot Wheels does. These are by far, far and away my favorite series to collect. But getting back to the actual car itself, I love the paint that they chose for it. It's a pretty good match in terms of what you see on the screen. The wheel color is close. On the movie, it looks like it's a little lighter than this, but maybe that's just kind of light trickery. But actually, it is brighter once you get it in hand than what it looks like on the screen. But all of these, all five of these, unlike a lot of the Fast and Furious cars that we've seen in the past, particularly from the first movie, Tokyo Drift, all these are rather clean, stock paint jobs. They don't have the decals or the tears on them or the sponsor logos. So if you are a fan of regular stock looking paint jobs on cars, these are a no-brainer, in my opinion. You know, they're not like the tuner cars, again, that we've seen from the first movie or Tokyo Drift. The Supras, those kind of things. These are just very cool looking rides. So there you go, collectors. That is an unboxing and my 2 cents in review on the Hot Wheels Fast and Furious Eurofast collection. You let me know down in the comments section below which of these 5 is your favorite and perhaps which one of these you're going to be hunting down. Again, if you just want to purchase this entire case, save yourself the trouble of looking for these in the stores, which again is something I can't recommend enough. Visit jcardiecast.com. Look down right here in the video's description. You will find a link for that. Also, right now, check out a link at the top of your screen to check out another Mattel product review that I have done recently. As always, I am Tommy with Diecast Emporium. Thank you all so much for watching. Until next time, take care, be safe. I'll see you in the next review.